this platform. That's Jane Velez, you'll see her in a little bit. Jane Velez-Mitchell. And so that's exciting. So I'm going to be speaking also to this as well as pointing up here. Welcome. How are y'all doing today? Is this not an amazing VegFest? Were you here last year as well? It's a different venue. I really like this venue, right? This is really like wide open, beautiful day. So I have my clicker here and I'm going to work with it. I am Paige Parsons Roache, and I'm going to start from the beginning. As you can see, I'm wearing this shirt. How many of you care about the environment? You've been hearing things in the news, right? You've been hearing things about climate change. How many of you have been experiencing either extreme hot, cold, rain, snow in Westlake Village 2 days ago? Hail, weird, random, wild, and it's not very random, which we will see shortly. So, starting out as an environmentalist in my life, I have been an environmentalist more than half my life. I have cared about trash. They have called me the classy, trashy gal. So before I was even vegan, I was into trash. I'm still into trash. However, I also really like good food. So, right? How many of you like good food? How many of you like to eat well, right? You want to be healthy. You want to eat well, right? So, I have a nod to one of my dear friends, Rhea. Why don't you stand up for a moment? You don't have to take the camera over, but she came all the way from San Diego and drove up. This friend of mine that I've been friends with for 30 years was the most annoying vegan at the party. She would come and she would say, no cheese, please. Actually, she was quiet and not annoying. I was annoying. I was like, really? I can't put the goat cheese on? And she'd say, well, if you could just put it over to the side. I'm like, okay, now you know who I'm talking about. Does anybody have an annoying vegan in their lives? Raise your hand. Come on, are you that one? I'm good at that one. Okay. Meanwhile, she and I would go to these vegan restaurants. She's been vegan for 15 years. And I would say, turn me on to the food. Hence this great place in San Diego called Eve, if you're in San Diego. Delicious jackfruit tacos, okay? So, my journey started with eating, and it has not stopped. All right, people say, what do you eat? And I say, do I have a problem? Do you see that I'm starving? And whatsoever, I'm really enjoying the vegan food. We're gonna get back to trash in a minute. Bam, come down to the ocean. Who likes going to the beach? Who likes going down to the ocean? Have you noticed there is more trash on the beach? It's as if people come in and they just dump and they leave and they don't care because maybe they're tourists or maybe they're locals or maybe they're just unconscious teenagers like I was when I was a teenager. You know, anybody else want to have a little moment of clarity? Maybe you got to get it off your chest. Have you ever dumped your trash or beer bottles in the park? That kind of thing. Okay. Meanwhile, I see this one day and it just breaks my heart because I see the trash just floating and that is not far, Laguna Beach. But still, in the ocean, people say, who cares about balloons? Who cares about plastic bottles? Really? I mean, what's the big deal? That's what happens. They wind up in the ocean. They wind up in our marine system. Moving right along. Bam. This one just came out the other day. I was heartbroken. How many of you have seen that video of the turtle with the straw on their nose? Okay? So, here's the scoop. How many of you are vegan? Just raise your hand, proud. How many of you are vegan friendly? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Thank you. How many of you are vegan curious? How many of you don't care, maybe interested in some plant-based food? All right, you're out there too. Cool. I appreciate you owning up to that or what you're hearing. All right, great. This event is open to everyone, and so am I, so are we, Jane or Jane. So I see this, breaks my heart. Bam. Save water and shower together. As an environmentalist, I was really big on the cut the showers. I would literally turn off the shower from the source when my son would pass 5 minutes. My teenager. Mom! Took 5 minutes! Set your alarm! Boom. My daughter goes vegan. She's 13 going on 14. This is 4 years ago. She'll be 18 next month. 6 months after, she said, Mom, I'm going vegan for the animals. She's very quiet, very much opposite than me. She's very quiet for the animals. I don't even ask her why. I'm like, that's great, great for you. We sit down, I see this movie called Cowspiracy. Has anybody seen Cowspiracy? Wow, there's a lot of you. The last statistic right there was the one that really got me. Right there. 1 hamburger equals 660 gallons of water equals 2 months of showers. For those of you that are curious, that's pretty staggering. And those of you that care about the environment, that one really shocked me. It shocked me into literally going vegan overnight. Now, mind you, I had my bestie who had been introducing me to good food like your besties, or like coming here and tasting good, yummy foods. I also had my daughter, and I thought, I have to leave a planet for her. And if I continue with what I'm doing, because I prefer cow cheese, goat cheese, dairy cheese, you know, what I prefer, the pepperoni on my pizza that I didn't even relate to as an animal, I am not leaving the planet that I want to leave for my 13 at the time, 14-year-old daughter that I have a responsibility for. Okay, not to get too heavy, but moving right along. Wait, let's just go back here because I just find it staggering. Deforestation, 1 to 2 acres of rainforest are cleared every minute. Animal agriculture is responsible for 91% of animals on destruction. Climate change, global greenhouse gases, 51% from the byproducts of the animals. Bam, 13% due to the transit, right? There's such a difference there, so that's a staggering difference. And then down here, the waste. You've been hearing about the burps and the farts, right? Okay. Boom. Eating plants versus eating animals. You could do the math here. I mean, it's pretty staggering. Boom, 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 right? Let's be that change. Boom. Now, a person who eats a vegan diet, I found this very interesting. 1,100 gallons of water saves, thank you, 45 pounds of grain, 30 square feet of forest lands, and wait for it, 20 pounds of CO2 equivalent every single day. So every single meal, those of you that are vegan friendly, vegan curious, plant-based, interested, every single meal you make an impact. You've been hearing that today. This is nothing new if you've been listening. Nothing new. However, it's pretty powerful when you look at it right there. All right, moving on. Meat eaters be like, yo, I'll just take a shorter shower to save the environment. Have we seen some connection here? Have we seen like a little bit of a light bulb? I'm just saying, try it on from what the last video, to this. Here we go. More water conversation, okay? 1 burger, 2,400 liters of water. If you don't eat, you're going to save that much. 6 months of flushing a toilet. 2 months of showering, 14 loads of laundry, 1 liter of milk. Wow, right? 1 burger, and 34 loads of laundry. You saved 20. Oh, do you get this? Okay. We're going somewhere with this. Stay with me. It takes 2,500 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef. Now, I can ask you all, because I'm sure a lot of you have done some research, because a lot of you watch Cowspiracy. How many of you seen Forks Over Knives? How many of you seen any documentary that has anything to do with what I'm talking about today? There you go. So this is nothing new, it's just reminders. Okay, we're going with this. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. That's the sign. Meanwhile, maybe it is the sign though. Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for. Maybe this is you're waiting for this day. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the light bulb moment for you. It's an invitation. Take a look. Bam! How cute is that pig? This pig was rescued. This pig you can go pet at the Farm Sanctuary in Acton, California. You can go visit that pig. How cute is she? I forget her name, but let's call her Babe. Okay? Let's call her Babe. Anybody see that movie? After being in that movie, the main actor, James Cromwell, went vegan. Just so you know, if you didn't know that already. Boom! How cute is she? Now, remember, I was an environmentalist, turned vegan because of the food and the environment, right? Well, not necessarily food, but you know, right? Okay. Then I started to wake up to the animals. I started to understand and hear things about this thing that happens on a regular basis around the world. Whoa! Well, Esther too. Bam! These are people who go out on a regular basis and give water and love and kindness to animals, not just pigs. I focus on the pigs here, but animals who are on their way to be slaughtered. Okay, it's real, because that's what happens. When you put meat and dairy and eggs on your plate, there are animals that get killed for that to happen, and that's the real deal. Remember, cute pig? Oh, we'll go to Esther. Cute pig, cute pig. There it is. This is meeting your meat. We go down and meet meat. We go down and meet people's animal products. And we give love and kindness. Okay? Now, this is Esther the Wonder Pig. If you don't follow her and you want to follow her, she's adorable on social media. And look at her, she even gets to live in the house. She even gets to live in the house, and the people who are raising her, she is adorable, fun, so much fun. Now, how many of you have tried Beyond Meat or Impossible Burgers yet, right? Okay. Well, how great is this? This is changing lives. Snoop Dogg at the Grammys. What else did I hear just recently? Anybody else? Follow media? Boom. These have been, they're changing lives. Ethan Brown, Meat, Beyond Meat is changing lives. Plant-based. This is a plant-based burger available at Carl's Jr. Okay, that was going to be the next slide, but we'll shorten thing. Meanwhile, this is their commitment for Beyond Meat, improving human health. Number 2, positively impacting climate change. Number 3, addressing global resource constraints and improving animal welfare. So when you eat a Beyond Meat burger, guess what? This is what you're doing. So those of you plant-based friendly, those of you curious, bam, you go to Carl's Jr., you get it without the cheese, you get it without the mayo, you get it with the special sauce, and you get the burger, you get the bun. You get the bun, you get the lettuce and the tomatoes, you got yourself, you're doing something good for the environment, all right? Just want to make sure you knew that. Back to the trash. Remember I told you the classy, trashy gal? Okay. This just happened. We were in Hawaii, gratefully, and this was in 5 minutes. So that's pretty intense if you look around. That's just me walking out on the beach. This beautiful beach in Hawaii. Boom, there it is. This is our stuff, y'all. There's no away. Throwing trash away. It doesn't go away. There's certain things that you can work with, right? Composting, things that are biodegradable, but most and all plastic is still on this planet. We are going to be known as the Plasticine era. Look it up, 5 gyres, boom. What can we do about this? There you are, it's holiday time. You want to get your grab and go, boom. There's what can happen to animals if they get their head stuck in your cup that falls out of the trash can. Maybe you even put it in the trash can. You don't need for this to happen, and it does. We are a mess, we really are, and I don't mean to depress you and bum you out, but there are things we can do, which I'm going to show you shortly, and we're going to run through it quickly. But we have a problem. China's not taking our plastic recycling anymore. Just FYI, happened 2018, no more. So now we're 2019 trying to figure out what to do. And there are systems that need to be put in place. I just was at some summit recently at UCLA. They're still trying to figure out what to do. They're still figuring it out and turning plastics into other products. But in the meantime, what can you do? Do you want to know what you can do? Because you don't want to be like, I'm so hopeless. No. Bam. 9 tips. A lot of these you already know, ladies and gentlemen, but let's do it, okay? We're talking bringing your own bag, right? Up in the corner on the left, stop the plastic, stop the plastic. Number 2, bring your own water bottle, of course. Bring your own cup, too, when you go get your favorite beverage, hot drink, right? Number 4, bring your own containers when you go to go. That's a hard one, I know. Or I do all kinds of creative things. I get creative. I never use styrofoam, never. I don't use plastic anymore, single use at all. And you bring your own. You get creative. Okay, number 5 is if you like to suck, if you like to drink out of a straw, which is fine, I suck too, that you get a different straw than a plastic. A lot of places are banning them. So there you go. And number 6 is instead of using produce bags that are plastics, bring your own. Bring your own. They have them all over. You get them on Google. Anybody shop Amazon? Bring it home to you. Boom. Number 7, 8, 9. We're going to keep going. I just found this though. Bamboo. Hello. Razors, toothbrushes, and those little flossers. Those things are the major offenders. But if you look at things that are single use, you'll see what I mean. Okay? Now, I just got these in from Hawaii. Remember we went to Hawaii? So I called them. This is a program. This is super cool that goes back, the purchase of this goes back into educating kids in Hawaii how to be sustainable. It's called a spork. Okay, boom, boom, you put it in your pocket. There you go. I do have these available. Not to get like too salesy, but there it is. And wait for it. This is my basket I carry around. Some people call me the basket case. I don't mind. We have bamboo, we have jars. I keep this in my car. There's glass straws. This is just a reminder of things you can put in your own car. You don't have to have it like a basket. You can put it in a thing, a box, whatever, right? But have it so you're prepared. Isn't it true about being prepared? How many of you know what I'm talking about when it comes to eating? That's like the number one. People say, oh, I cheated. I was vegan for a day because I wasn't prepared. Be prepared. Get prepared. Be prepared. Now, the nod to the hat is the last thing I'm going to say. My mom has dementia. It's very sad. It's very hard. She gave me a hat. We were trying hats on before. She gave me a hat. I wore it a lot. This Rhea gave me this new hat. That one's a little worn out. So I wear this hat on occasion when I'm vegan Roma Mama. You can find me on social media. Now, I'm going to put on another hat because we were all going to go see someone who's fabulous in the other room. Then we're going to come back here and see another fabulous. Chef Babette is in the other room. We're going to come back here and see Jane Velez-Mitchell, which is what I am so blessed to be able to participate with. Which is my other hat, which is a press media content creator for Jane and Shane. Lunch Break Live. Come see me if you want to be on the show. We can work something out. Thank you so much. You've been a lovely audience. I appreciate